And we're talking with Alan from Kenya here at World Youth Day. And Alan, how's World Youth Day going for you so far?
Well, it tastes great so far. I thought it was. We were told it's gonna be cold, but I think it's not too bad. We've not had any rain since it started, so it's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be a Catholic in Kenya, especially a young Catholic.
It's lovely to be a young Catholic in Kenya at the moment. There's lots of challenges as young people, especially they're being confronted with HIV and AIDS. So it demands a lot of character formation, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity as a young leader in Kenyan youth to try and get that going as well.
Sure. Tell me a little bit more about the problems with HIV and AIDS in your country and how has that affected you as a young Catholic?
Most of the young people in Kenya either have relatives or have friends that have been infected by HIV and AIDS, and this takes away most of the income that families earn, and most of them are poor families. And so this demands that there's a lot of young people also trying to give home care to the people affected by HIV and AIDS, and to try and find jobs to support their families as well. And the Catholic community in Kenya, Kenyan Catholic community especially, has been very instrumental in starting home care programs to provide free ARVs for people to continue and live a little bit longer than they probably would have, and also to provide nutrition and food for them as well.
Great. Tell me a little bit more about like your own personal spirituality. Where do you find God, the presence of God, most often back home?
Since 2006, when I met the Jesuits and became involved in Ignatian spirituality, they taught me to try and find and seek God in all things. So at the moment I am a student, and that's where most of my life, every day I live student life, and I try to find God in my studies. I study environment, and so trying to care for the nature, for what God has given to us, and putting this into the context of what I learned in class, and how it relates in my personal day-to-day activities, my personal lifestyle, not trying to live beyond my means, but living beyond within what God has given to me, and seeing that everything that God has given for us is to go around in the world and to share it with the earth.
What kind of influence has your family had on your faith up until this point in your life?
Especially my grandmother's family, because they're very strong Catholic background. My grandfather, though I didn't get to meet him, was the first Catholic catechist in his village. So I think drawing on from that, they've given me a lot of support and a lot of encouragement in my young adult ministry as well.
Looking forward to the Pope this afternoon?
Looking forward to that. Viva el Papa.
Alan, thanks, and have a good trip back to Kenya.
Many thanks. Great to be here.